So Shawn Porter versus his mandatory challenger Kell Brook is signed and sealed for August 9th in New York City. Now, I've said previously about this fight that from a talent point of view, I see this as a very, very even matchup. I don't think that Shawn Porter is much more talented than Kell Brook. Now, some people might be surprised at that statement or strongly disagree with that statement because Kell Brook really hasn't fought anyone in his career. He's not fought anyone legit at world level apart from maybe, God, I always forget this guy's name. You know, the guy who Paulie Malignaggi beat and the guy who beat Ricky Hatton. The Ukrainian guy who looks like a mini Klitschko. I can't remember the guy's name. I always forget it. Anyway, apart from him, Brook ain't fought no one. So a lot of people are very skeptical about Kell Brook. And I've been a Kell Brook skeptic from day one. You'll know that if you've been following my channel. Or, both my channels. But having said that, I see Kell Brook's physical talent, his hand speed, his power, his boxing skills, his jab, and whatnot. You know, his total package in terms of what he can do physically as fairly comparable to Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter obviously does some things better than Brook, but Brook does some things better than Porter. I think they're on the same type of talent level. The difference is, and this is why I've been leaning towards Shawn Porter in this matchup ever since it was even thought about, okay? The difference is I think Shawn Porter's a mentally stronger guy. That's the difference. When I saw Kell Brook fight in the USA, he was just fighting some journeyman on an undercard somewhere for the first time, fighting in the US. He seemed so nervous before that fight. So nervous. And when he got in the ring, he was nervous. His movements were nervous. So I don't trust his mindset. Kell Brook has always struck me as the kind of guy who needs the comforts of home, needs to be fighting in front of a crowd who love him, and he needs the familiarity of home to perform to his best. That's the kind of fighter that I think he is. And over there in America, on a big stage against a world champion Shawn Porter, it'll be a partisan crowd. I'm not sure how well Kell Brook's going to hold up mentally. I think he might be a bit too anxious and nervous, and the pressure and the tension and just being in an alien environment, not around his usual fans that he feels comfortable around. I'm not sure that Kell Brook can perform to the best of his ability. I could be wrong. He might surprise me, but I have my doubts. Now, I'm going to save my final prediction for closer to the fight for that exact reason. I want to see what type of mindset Kell Brook is in. And I'm obviously going to have to watch a lot of the build-up, the interviews, the training footage of Kell Brook, the way he looks when he's over there in America. Is he going to base his training camp in America? I would like him to. I hope he goes out there and just bases himself in America and gets used to the environment first. Because if he trains in the UK for the majority of his training camp and then flies over to the States for, a couple weeks or whatever before the fight, I don't think that's adequate time to prepare himself mentally and to adjust to that environment. It's not just about the jet lag and all that. It's about mentally being comfortable where he is. Because like I say, I have my doubts about Kell Brook in terms of his, mental strength. I think he's one of those guys who needs his home comforts. So that's just my opinion. We'll see if I'm right or we'll see if I'm wrong. And I'll make a prediction closer to the fight based on what I'm seeing from Kell Brook, in the coming months and weeks before the fight. So yeah, drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this matchup. Do you totally disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Either way, it's cool. Just let me know how you feel. Drop your comments below. This is Hatman. I'm out.